Hey YouTube, it's your girl Sanaya. Welcome back to another video. Hi everyone, I hope everyone is doing great. I am doing excellent. Today we're going to be talking about a couple signs to know if you're dealing with a narcissist mother or you have a narcissist mother. Okay, I wanted to talk about this topic because there's a lot of narcissist mothers out here in this world. They know how to cloak themselves to seem like they're not narcissists, but deep down they're narcissists. Okay, I'm not saying everybody's mother's a narcissist, but there's a lot that are, and sometimes it could be nice ones too that can be nice to you, but they're using that to cover up that they're a narcissist mother. So I'm just going to give you a couple signs for you to know. Okay, so one of the things I dealt with my narcissist mother, she's seen me as a extension of herself. So basically, say, right, I have this arm, right? But you're her child. So she's basically saying, this is my arm, so you got to do everything that I say. Whatever she say, you must do, because you're my child. No questions asked. Sometimes it's not fair because it's like they want to hold so much control over you, but don't let you have a say-so of your life. They're trying to control your life and what you should do and what you need to do for yourself. It's really hard because yes, we want to respect our mothers and we want to be there for them, do the best that we could, show up to be the children that we need to be. But it's hard when you have a narcissist mother that demands certain traits or demands you to do certain things that sometimes you just don't want to do. And it's like they take it as you're being disrespectful when you don't want to do certain things, but certain things you're just not comfortable with it. And as a mother, they should want to respect you too. It's not like, oh, I say this, you must do. No, you have to respect both of each other. Both. Same way how I'm supposed to respect you, can you respect me too? And a lot of parents think, oh no, she's the mother, you should respect her and no matter what, da 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 da. But no, it's not that. Because children could cut you off anytime and we don't care. If you're not doing right by us, if you don't give a fuck about us and how we feel, we will cut you off. Because in reality, you're not a real mother, for real. Is what people gotta understand. Yes, we came out of the womb, but you don't own us. Sometimes it's hard to like really try to get your mother to understand, especially when she's a narcissist. So keep that one in mind. When she wants to fight you about that, that's a narcissist. One thing I learned too is when they can dish out something, but they cannot take it. Oh my God. So this is what my mom will do. Not my mom, but the person who, shit, I can't even say raised me, for real. Like, that's how hard it's like really to say, but the person that I had to live with, she will literally go around and tell people business, my business, anybody that she's friends with, cool with, she'll run around and tell people's business. But when someone tells her about herself and what she doing, what she got going on, oh, it's a big ass thing. It's a big ass problem. Oh, you said this, you said that, then she want to punish you because you told her about yourself. You told her about herself, or you're telling her what is wrong and what is right and what is she's not doing, and they cannot take it. But they'll be the ones to go around and tell people's business and dish shit out, all this false narratives and what she think about you, so people could be like, oh, that's for real, that's what happened, this what happened. No, it didn't happen. And if it did happen, no mother should be going around and telling children business to the fucking world. A mother's supposed to be your protector and your best friend at that. So if your mother is going around and telling people your business, that's a narcissist mother. And especially if you tell her about herself, like, oh, that wasn't right, da da da, and she gets mad about it, cut her off. Cut her off. Snip, snip, ho. Snip, snip. And this also goes with a part what I'm about to say now. She will share private information about yourself to others without your permission. No children mind if you tell business. Sometimes it depends who you are, but it be private information that they will go around and tell, and you didn't want nobody to know at all, but they'll still do it because they feel as they're your mother. You can't tell me what to do. I'm the mother. But it's just like, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Like, you can't just be going around and just doing anything. It doesn't matter if you're a mother. A mother is just a title. And that's what they fail to realize. It's really sad, but no mother should be going around telling people their children's business. It doesn't matter. It's not right. Because if they will go around and tell your business, oh, you want to have a whole fit because Another one is she will hold parental responsibilities over you. So I'm not gonna say this was me, but I can speak for my sister, my older sister, where my older sister was literally my second mom. And it was because my mom didn't want to play her part as a mother. So she took my older sister and basically gave her all the responsibilities as a mother. But she didn't want the job. She didn't really want to be a part of it. But she put all of it her way because she didn't want to deal with it. And it's kind of fucked up because it's like, why did you have a child? Why did you have a child if you didn't want to show up as the mother that you're supposed to? You gotta understand too, sometimes these mothers will have you just to get some money out of you. Just to get some money out of you. Keep aware of that. I really felt bad for my sister because it was like, damn, she's low-key like a mother at a young age, but not really, but really is, because she's the person I have to come to, because when I try to come to my mom, she'll be like, oh, go to your sister, go to your sister. And I low-key felt bad because I didn't want to like stress my sister because she was in high school, she was in college and everything, you know what I'm saying? She's still building her life, and she's trying to destroy that by putting her parental responsibilities on her. And that's a red flag. I know some of us want our parents to respect our boundaries, but sometimes they cannot. They cannot. And we can't keep on pushing a narrative for them to respect our boundaries because they just won't. Because they don't respect their boundaries on their self. Sometimes they might not even have boundaries of their self. So that's why they will go around the world or to their children and not respect their boundaries because they never had none. And they never been around people that probably put boundaries up for them. So they're gonna feel some type of way. It's basically like saying, don't walk in my room. If you wanna come in my room, knock on the door. But they're gonna take it as, this is my house. I can walk in this room if I want to. I'm paying the bill, But it's like, you will never have a healthy relationship if you don't respect your daughter's or your son's boundaries. And they want to take it up there, but it don't really have to be up there. We're not saying you can't come in the room. We're just saying knock on the door before you come in. I seen a lot of mothers did that, and it was no problem. No problem, because they respect their children, and they know that if I want my children to come get me or want to come in my room, they better knock on the door. Simple as that. But they don't have the same respect as you. But they think, oh, I'm the mother, No, that shit lame. That shit lame. If they're not gonna respect your boundaries, cut that shit off. Cut that shit off, because it's not right and it's not cute at all. I have another one, is when she will keep telling you about stuff that you're incorrect about. For instance, I tried to do nails before, and I did my studying on it and everything. Did it good. And she told me something like, oh, you didn't do it right, you didn't do it right. I'm just like, I did it right. Like, I did it right. And then I goes downstairs to ask her friend, like, did I do it good? And she's like, yeah, you did good. What do you mean? You did it good. Yeah, because my mom said I said because my mom said, oh, I didn't do this right. I'm doing it all wrong, this, that, and the third. And then she was like, no, I didn't say that. You're saying it wrong. That's not what I said. I said this. But in your mind, you're like, no, you did not say that. But when she get around people, it's like she gotta flip the script to act like that you're saying something wrong, you're not saying something right, so she could feel good about herself, or try to just like flip the script. Always trust your intuition. Do not let family or even mothers try to guilt trip you to make it seem like you're wrong, because half the time you're right. Or remember, you said this, you said that, oh no, that didn't happen, da, da, da. You saying that wrong. But whole time you know you're saying it right, but they want you to be wrong so bad. That's like a manipulating tactic that they want to put on you, have with you, because they don't want you to always seem like you're right, even though you might be right. Yeah, you might be right, but they don't want you to be right, so they try to go in your head, try to manipulate you in your head to seem like you're wrong, but whole time you're right. This is the one. When your mother is always in competition with you. Like this one hit home. I could be doing wigs, right? I'm doing wigs, my own wigs, that she'll try to do wigs herself. I'm not saying that she can't, but before I even was doing wigs, she was going to a hairstylist to get her wigs done. But when she saw that I'm good with wigs, installing with wigs, she want to give it a try. If I start ordering stuff off of Shein or even getting bags, she'll go and get the same bag but a better version of it. The same color and everything, but the better version of it. We'll go out, you piss some shit on, now she got like, oh, I gotta outdo her or him, so I'm gonna make sure I look better than her to steal the light, or just to make me feel good. Always in competition with you because the type of either energy or the light that you hold, and they don't like that, so they always feel like, oh, I gotta be up one on her, I gotta compete with her because I'm trying to prove that she's not all that and I'm all that. As a mother, you should be proud that your daughter is all that, that your son is all that. You should be the biggest fan, like, yeah, that's my daughter, that's my son, yeah, he like that, da 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 da, because your old days, you should have been popping shit, alright? Look, your old days, you should have been on that shit, but I guess you wasn't. I guess you wasn't, you feel me? But that's not our fault. So you should be looking like, damn, I made a good ass creation. Even if I wasn't on her level, what I breed, what I created was 10 times better than me. And I love that, hands down. And I'm gonna appreciate you every chance that I get because I love you. I appreciate you. But no, narcissist mother wanna compete with you. End of the story. Another one is when she's always a victim. So if you go around and tell people what she been doing to you for years, how she acted, how she precedes you to be and everything, if she does that, and then she goes around and tell people, oh no, I didn't do that, she did this to make me feel like this, she always lying, that not happen, she's this, she's that. That's a victim mindset. She's trying to play victim so she can get her way, so the narratives that she created can spin in her way. She's not a victim at all. She want to appear to be victim, like she didn't do that, but you know she did that, and she knows that she did that, but they care about the image so bad. You know what I'm saying? They try to perceive themselves to be some type of way, but they're not. So they have to act victim and be in a victim mindset, so they image, so they mask won't slip off. But some people that have a good discernment could see right through that shit. See right through that shit. Even if you try to, you can't fool with us. Maybe you could fool another demon. Maybe you could fool another demon, but a chosen one? A woman of God? A woman of God? A son of God? Like a narcissist mother will covertly and shame and abuse their children and damage their children in order to keep them trapped in a box of control to attempt to look good in the process. And like, that's the saddest part, because it's like, damn, as a mother, you will go that far to do stuff like that? What is it benefiting off you? But a lot of karma. Especially when you fuck around with a chosen one, a lot of karma. You gotta understand, you get karma when you put out bad in the universe. So it doesn't matter if you're chosen, you're a child of God, all that stuff. It will happen either way. Whatever you put out in the universe, you get back tenfold. It doesn't matter if that's my children, I can do whatever. Okay, have that same way when you get that karma and you start looking around asking why I'm getting belt to ass by the universe. Whatever you dished out. A narcissist mother, she will damage relationships with you and your siblings. That's called a triangulation situation, where she despites you, she don't like you, she want to compete with you, and she see that you and your siblings are cool, you have a bond with her or him. So she feels as, in order to not make her happy or not make her feel good, have one up on you, she'll go back to your sibling and either talk bad about you, about her, say shit that you didn't say about her, try to plant seeds in her head to make it seem like you this, you that. That's what they will do. They do not care. They don't want you and your sibling to get close, because if you and your sibling start to understand who she is, she knows that she will not get loved. She knows that she will get dismissed. She knows that you will not fuck with her anymore. Both of her children at that. Not the one that she's coming against. It's the one that she want the other sibling to think that than the one that she's trying to compete with. But the whole time, you should always make both of your children feel like they're a good daughter, a lovable daughter, a nice daughter. They should both be your hearts, not just one. I hate that picking all this other stuff, like picking, oh, this is the this is the good one, this is the nice one. Like my mom back then, she would tell people that my sister is doing good, this and that and the third, and I'm the trouble kid. She would literally say that to my family. So now my family thinks, oh, I'm the trouble one in the family, this and that third. But the whole time, they didn't even know the fuck I was fucking chosen. My mother didn't like me because I was fucking chosen. That's why she had to run around in this narrative and say, oh, I'm this and I'm that and I'm this. But she don't want to tell nobody that she's a Jezebel spirit. A Jezebel fucking spirit. So, yeah. Clock that tea. What they don't tell you though is that a narcissist mother is a demonic spirit. They're a demonic spirit. And 9 times out of 10, it's a curse in that family that didn't break. No one broke it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're thinking differently like me and trying to figure out like why is my mom treating me this way and she treating the other children this way? Why is she treating me this way and I'm good to her? I'm trying to like literally squash it out with her. I'm trying to be near her side. I'm trying to do everything that I could do to have a bond with her, and she just don't want to do it. It's a curse in that family that haven't been broken, and you might just be the generational curse breaker. You're gonna have to find that out through yourself. You know what I'm saying? Question yourself, your beliefs and everything, and what's going on in your family, friends, all that. You gotta question yourself, because it's demonic spirits in your bloodline that has to be broken. Okay? And breaking a curse in your bloodline doesn't mean that when you break it, the detachment of that family is going to break off. Yes, but no. All it's just saying is that the curse that was burdened on you, that you're going to break, your generation after that meaning your kids, all that, you guys broke the curse. So it's gonna be good stuff your way because you broke it. So whatever demonic spirit that was in that family isn't going to come to your creation, isn't going to come to your kids because you broke it off. You broke that curse. So it won't, you don't have to worry about that, you know. And if those people do not change, that spirit is going to linger in their families. But you have to understand, you have to remove yourself. Even if you love these people, remove yourself. They're not good for you. They showed you once, they showed you twice. The third time, you need to take your ass and get the fucking step. Because if you don't listen, your life will fall down. So trust your intuition, put your trust in God, and believe that I could do this alone, no matter what. Another one is the guilt trip. So say that you stop talking to your mother, you stop showing up, and then they'll guilt you and tell you like, oh, you haven't showed up for me, you haven't called me, you haven't did this, you haven't did that. They're trying to guilt trip you to make it seem like you don't care for them, this and that and the third, but they're trying to disclose what they have been doing to you for years. They don't want to acknowledge the fact that what they did to you is causing you to not really call on them, show up for them. Even though that you love them, you still have to love yourself more. You shouldn't put nothing past nobody, even family. Love yourself first. And if they can't understand that, like I said, walk away. Walk away. Because it's not fair to you. They should have been there for you for them years when you was young, and they didn't. And if they did, they called you, you were needy, ugh, you did too much, you did this, you did that. That's a guilt trip. And that's another way that I will try to get you. But don't let them. Tell them how they made you feel, what they did, and if they don't like that, you can't do nothing about it. At least you told your truth about it, how you feel, and just move on. Wait, so this is the end of the video. If you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notification on, and stay tuned for the next video.